Namaskar, Jai Mohanji, good afternoon. And today I'm trying to do something which I haven't done earlier, which is use hashtags in my live sessions now. This entire, oh, I'm sorry, the network seems to be poor. Let's wait for the network to come back. Still poor connection. Does it help if I move it? Yeah, connection. Okay. So sorry about this. The network was a little topsy-turvy. Namaskar once again, Jai Mohanji, and we'll start off. So today I was trying to do something which I haven't done before, which is use hashtags, and in my live session I was fiddling around for a while as to how I get about, and when I started typing the subject of the hashtag, suddenly the moment I put hash, so there's a highlight and I can't see what I'm typing, so I don't know whether the spellings are correct or not correct, and therefore whatever hashtags I've added, I don't know whether it's going to get picked up correctly. Anyway, life is always a learning session. What am I going to talk about today? My favorite topic for the last 1 month. Not topic, it's my way of life. And I believe that there are only two things which can get us over this phase. And we have to learn them if you don't already know them. One is to be grateful, kritagya. The other is to say sorry, shamam. And because there is a lot of our lifestyle over the last so many years, I think centuries, which is responsible for where we are today. So coming to gratitude, 2-3 days back I spoke about my friend and her blog, and she also mentioned about this thing called a gratitude journal, which I found extremely interesting because she speaks about maintaining a tactical journal and naming those few people every day and thanking them for her contribution for their contribution in her life during the lockdown town. So I kind of liked that. My Guru Shri Mohanji actually sent a message to us around the same time 2 days back, and he wants us to start this wave of gratitude. So he calls it the attitude of gratitude. And he has been consistently saying in his messages for the last 3 weeks that, it is time for us to look inside, it is time for us to calm down, it is time for us to contemplate why we are where we are today and surrender rather than fight the situation. So it is in continuation with the same thought that he also said that we have to start having this attitude of gratitude and expressing it. So different ways. So when you're thinking of something, and the only way to know that you are on the right track is when your environment or your friends, family, people around you say the same thing, and therefore it reinforces, like reinforcement always helps. And when I thought about this aspect of gratitude, and I was thinking before my session this morning that if I were to make a list, which I haven't made, I just so my ritual every day is I spend 2 to 3 minutes actually expressing gratitude, not by names but by the incidents in my life for the last 24 hours, whatever has happened and where I need to express. However, if I were to put a name, then there's so many names and so many people I've met in the last 3 weeks who have helped me in many ways, whom I didn't even know before this lockdown started. So if I were to name it, obviously there is my immediate family, where people I live with, the fact that they are tolerating me for the last 3-4 weeks, and my whimsical ways sometimes when I run out of my mind, and they tolerate. So obviously full gratitude towards them, because we are in a very difficult time, and therefore acknowledging each other is important. My immediate friends and neighbors, even though we are not in touch, but still their roles to play in our lives, whether it's through messages, whether it's through calls, my school friends, my other friends who probably don't live around me but a little further away, but the fact that we are in touch, of who kind of message, who kind of ask how we are doing. So just that act of reaching out, I am really, really grateful, because it just gives you a feeling that yes, you're around. But the foremost is, I think, this person or this group that I met while my volunteering activity for the migrant workers of the slum area. So I definitely want to name this lady, Pramila, who's from the Hasrudallah team, and she's been our on the ground, for me she's been the on the ground Spock, who has helped me do the dry ration distribution, where, because I am under lockdown, my community, we can't leave, it is not safe, I have 2 high risk senior citizens at home, I don't even have a pass for the essential services, but so this team has it, and from the Hasrudullah team, this lady Pramila, who's tirelessly working, and I see her, she's out by 8 in the morning, and she's risking herself and her family, and she goes to slums, and she does the distribution in such a systemic manner. Like, if you see my posts on the distribution, you will see that the way she takes the attendance and she does the distribution, hats off. Along with her, I also met another of her volunteers, Lakshmi, yesterday in the evening. I met them at my gate, at the gates of my community, because there was a situation where I just went and met them, and it felt so nice to put, because so far we've just been working on just through phone calls. I've just got her coordinates through another friend of mine, Seema Sharma, who lives in my community, and through Seema I got in touch with Pramila, and then we started working, and it was always a telephonic conversation. So yesterday evening, for the first time, I put a face to a name, or and it was so nice. So I want to express my gratitude to Pramila, to Lakshmi, to all the volunteers who are risking their family and going out, whether it is volunteers for essential services, whether it is the local authorities, whether it is the police, whether it is the healthcare workers who are at the foremost risk. So so much of gratitude, and so little time to express, and I wanted to take this time out in my session today to name some of them, and obviously the list is endless. I don't want to offend, so the risk of naming sometimes becomes that, if you forget inadvertently to name somebody, I don't want to hurt anybody in this process, but all that I want to say is there have been so many souls I've interacted with in the last 3 weeks, without meeting them, without seeing them, whether it's my friends around, my neighbors, friends from across continents, the volunteers on the ground, the BPMP officers who we have interacted with for our work, and it's given me a new purpose. And also what I've learned is, if somebody reaches out to me tomorrow, I know that I will not say no if it is in my capacity, because there have been so many people who have not said no to me, and therefore I am in no position in life to say no to them if they reach out for help. For other things in life, yes, if somebody gets onto my nerves, then I will say no. But if somebody wants to reach out to me for any kind of help, I have learned a lesson during this lockdown that I will never say no, because it's something I have to give it back to society. Another name who I had named, my buddy, who lives in the US. He doesn't want to be named, but he has in his ways helped another friend of mine take care of their kid who's also in lockdown in the University of California in San Diego. And so thanks to my buddy, I kind of have expressed this earlier, but I want to say this again, because this is a session about gratitude. All right, so a lot of it, and I would start my chant now, but please make this a habit. Please express your gratitude, even if it is for a cup of coffee that you get in the morning from your husband or wife who makes it, or maybe from your mother or father who makes it for you. Say thank you. It does feel nice. The person will feel wanted and will feel that they have been recognized, acknowledged. Being acknowledged always helps. That's one of the corporate lessons, I guess. Right? So with that, we start. Please center your bodies. If you're sitting on a chair, I would say keep your feet firm on the ground and your spine erect. If you're sitting on a sofa or on the floor, you can be cross-legged if you're comfortable with that. And again, I want to reiterate this, which I keep saying, that I do the Gayatri Mantra because I follow Hindu as a religion, and this is one of our Mool Mantra or base mantra. However, this session about spreading the awareness of meditation and chanting is not to do with any religion, but to do with a practice to calm down your mind and to align your mind with your soul and your body. And therefore, whatever religion that you follow and whatever chants that are there or whatever scriptures that are there, you can just use that to get into this practice. It is not subjective to knowing just a particular mantra or anything. It's more about a way of life, and that's what we have been told to spread as part of so we are called Corona Warriors as part of the Mohanji Foundation team, and we have been asked to spread the message of only trying to get positivity through calming your mind, nothing else. All right, so we chant. Close your eyes, few deep breaths to center your body, and then we will start. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodaya. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha excuse me Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. I think there is a bit of a power failure. It's okay, we'll continue. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. And the last three chants, we'll say it very slowly so as to absorb the vibrations into our physical aura. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. So, how's everyone? I'm sorry there was a little bit of a power cut in between, so everything went down, but I think it was okay. Since we are talking about gratitude today, while I started my chant, I thought of one another name which I definitely want to kind of put across. Is a gentleman called Abdul Bhai, and Abdul Bhai is also a part of the Hasrudullah team who comes, he's primarily responsible for picking up all the grains and ration from the donors, and he takes it to the areas. So thank you Abdul Bhai. Abdul Bhai, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और हम जब आपसे मिलेंगे आज शाम को, हम आपको रूबरू आमने सामने थैंक यू बोलेंगे. So with that, I think I'll end the session for today. Happy Baisakhi as well. Today is Baisakhi. Baisakhi is the start of the harvesting season. We should also harvest gratitude. Let us start harvesting gratitude, harvesting love, unconditional love. And let us start praying for a better tomorrow starting in May probably. We'll see some light. Till then, stay safe, stay locked down, pray for each other. Hopefully the curve in India should start flattening in the next 7 to 10 days. So hoping for a good month in the month of May. With that, lunchtime. Jai Mohanji, and have a good day.